Hey guys, and welcome to JaysAndKays. What I've got here today is a Suunto Core Glacier Gray, and we're going to take the standard elastomer strap off and we're going to replace it with this two-piece nylon, this ZULU style striped black and silver strap. We're going to use the traditional lugs, these traditional lugs for this. We're not going to use, I've got an example of the other lugs, we're not going to use our JaysAndKays fixed lugs today. Not that I don't like them, I mean these are pretty sweet. But we're going to go ahead and use the traditional lugs just for the sake of demonstration. So let me put this strap back on this other Glacier Gray with the JaysAndKays fixed lugs. We'll set that down. So when you buy these traditional lugs from us, you're going to get a kit. It's going to include the lugs here and maybe a little Ziploc and some Loctite and what have you. But I've already staged some of this for us for the sake of time. So when you get these lugs, you'd want to install them on the straps like I've done here, and then we'll install them on the watch. So first thing to do though is to get this original strap off. So it is a screw bar coming through here. So I'm going to need both of these flathead screwdrivers. You can see there's the slotted screws on either side. All right, so we use one of these screwdrivers to hold one of these screws in place while we loosen it on the other side. And these are pretty easy to get off on this Glacier Gray or something like the military all black or what have you. The cores with the standard elastomer strap is what I'm referring to. So I've got that loose. Let's go ahead and pull that out. It's typically recessed a little bit inside that standard elastomer strap. So you got to kind of dig it out and pull it to where you can grab the screw head. All right, well there's one part of that screw bar. Then just pull the elastomer strap away and slide it out from the watch body. And here's the other part. And so here's your Suunto Core screw bar. And you notice this is a slightly different style that you'll find maybe on the Suunto Core with the swivel lugs like these, or on our fixed lugs. This is a two-piece screw, and it's separated not necessarily equally in half, but it's separated in two pieces, whereas the other screws we're going to use here is a single screw bar with a screw on either end. Anyway, you've got one side off, and that Suunto Core screw bar, the one I just showed you here from the standard elastomer strap, is actually shorter in length. It's about 28 millimeter in length, whereas the screw bar required for the lugs is going to be about 29 millimeter in length. So you will want to change the screws out. Don't reuse the original ones. They won't work properly for you. Okay. All right, let's get this off the other half of the strap. This screw's a little bit dirty, so it's a little hard for me to get my screw in on that. My screwdriver in on that screw head there. But here we go. We got it now. So once you get these straps off, it's also a good opportunity to clean your watch up on all these inaccessible surfaces here, like the ones underneath the strap, inside the recession on the body where the strap mates. But anyway, we don't have time for that today. I just want to demonstrate this other aspect to you. So here's our other strap end. We'll take that off. And again, here's our standard elastomer strap screw bar from Suunto. And there we go. Here's our two guys. So here's one piece of our strap. This is the short end with the buckle that's going to go on the 12 o'clock side of the watch. So I've already installed the screws onto this side of the lug set. So I've mounted the lugs to the strap itself. What I want to do is I'm going to try to get this other screw off without my glove getting all wrapped up. I'm going to get this other screw off on this side just to disassemble it so that we can have it off for the purpose of mounting the lug set onto the watch body. So just bear with me a second here and I will unthread this. There we go. And we'll disassemble this. Now, what you'll get with our kits, we were perhaps the original aftermarket Suunto Core strap provider. Since then, a lot of guys have jumped on the bandwagon. I think we do some things a little bit differently than the others, in that we also provide Loctite with our kits, and I think that's really important. In fact, as I was staging these straps, I in fact had Loctited these screws, and this one, the Loctite is already cured, so I'm not able to get that screw head off, at least not by hand, but that's a good thing. So let me go ahead and prime this up. My point here is to demonstrate to you that we do want to apply Loctite on these when we assemble it. So we'll put the buckle side on the 12 o'clock side of the watch. I'll feed it through like so, and then we can drop the lug on the other side and then just push the screw straight through to get it going. You can see it shining right there as it's poking out. So here's the demonstration of Loctite. This is 242. It's blue, so it's the medium strength. What we want to do is we just want to get a nice little bead on the threads of this screw. I don't need a lot that I spill over into, say, the counter bore or down onto the tube that's going to get inside the watch, but I want a good amount on here so it'll grab really well when we reassemble this thing. So I've got a nice little bead on that. You can't see it very well, but let's go ahead and drop it here on the other side of the lug, and let's get going with tightening that down. So some guys have asked for the red, the high strength. It's not typically required, but since they've asked for it, we've provided it. But you'll normally get the blue from us. If you do need the red, that's fine. We've got some in store, and we can surely customize for you by swapping that out when you order. Just need to let us know. So anyway, I need both my screwdrivers so I can hold one side in place while I tighten the other one down. Snug it down, don't over tighten it. Once you got that Loctite on, you get that screw bar in place nice and tight. It should hold. But this is the action when it's on your wrist, and that's why your screws can be prone to loosening over time, because they endure that swivel action, which could drive them outward, could unthread them. All right, well, there's one half. Let's go ahead and see if we can get moving along on the other end of the strap. So, like I said, when I was prepping this in store for this video, I had assembled these lugs on the strap in prep, and I had applied Loctite to all these screws, which I probably shouldn't have because I need to pull these off for us. So here we go. My glove's getting caught up a little bit, but this is coming off for me. Okay, almost got that guy off there. All right, so just as we did before, it's going to sit on the watch like so. All right. And this is the long end of the strap. It's going to go on the 12 o'clock side. So although I've taken some shortcuts, if you were doing this, you would pull all these screws off, put Loctite on the threads, and then reassemble them. And you certainly don't have to, but it's an ounce of prevention. There's some guys who've foregone this, and they've actually paid the price, because over time, as that screw starts to loosen up, you don't recognize it, and next thing you know, you've lost a screw and you feel a real floppy thing on your wrist, and it turns out it's your watch about to fall off. So we certainly want you to avoid that. So please, please, please do use this Loctite. All right, anyway, so let's get this other screw, our final screw, get a good dab of Loctite on that. Okay, and we'll drop it right in here on our last lug. Okay. So this is the Glacier Gray. You don't see a lot of Glacier Grays floating around anymore. Certainly the military all black is the most popular one. And with the military all black, it's kind of a requirement to have a black nylon strap. But with this Glacier Gray today, I'm electing to put a striped Bond style silver and black strap on instead of the black, the all black nylon. So it's kind of what you prefer. In this case, I'm just demonstrating a different color. So let's snug that down. Okay, that's it. So we've got the strap on, and there's your Glacier Gray with a two-piece nylon. So we have taken off the standard elastomer strap. We've used a set of traditional lugs like this, and we have now mounted a new strap on this. It's actually a ZULU style two-piece ballistic nylon in a black and gray stripe. So if you were to swap straps out, the downside of this is that you're going to have to undo these screws again. And so the upside of having the fixed lugs is that you can easily swap out, of course, a one piece, which you could with this as well if you're using a one piece, but you'd have the problem of the lugs standing on a one piece. You would have these lugs would basically orient themselves like that with a one piece strap, and so the fixed lugs resolve that. We do have a spring bar version of these fixed lugs where the hole here on the end is the through hole to drill the lug, and so changing straps is really easy because all you need is a tool or some ability to pop the spring bar out, and then you can change things without without any fancy tools like screwdrivers and such. Anyway, I digress. You can go look at our video about the fixed lugs in our YouTube channel. In the meantime, these are the traditional lugs that you can get from us. You can buy them at our eBay, Amazon, Etsy stores and what have you. And like I said, we do provide some Loctite with those as well, and I encourage you to use them. All right, guys, any questions, shoot me a message. Have a great day. Bye.